Hi, everybody, and welcome into today's ClemsonTigers.com football report. It is a Thursday with Tim that has been moved to a Friday with Tim because of the ESPN folks who were here yesterday. Going to talk a little bit about the Clemson-Auburn series. Kind of three parts to this thing, Tim. And let's first talk about the Heisman connection, if we can.
Yeah, the early part of this season was dominated by John Heisman. In 1899, he was the coach of Auburn, and they beat Clemson. And then in 1902, the two teams played again. John Heisman was the coach at Clemson, and he beat Auburn for Clemson. So I guess he might have been the first coach way back when you saw the importance of coaching. Same thing really happened when he went to Georgia Tech. He beat Georgia Tech for Clemson, and then he went to Georgia Tech and beat Clemson as Georgia Tech coach.
It's peculiar how those things happen in the world of college football. And then we kind of have the 40s and the 50s, that part of the series dominated by Clemson.
Right, from 46 to 51, Coach Howard was very successful against Auburn, had a 34-0 win over Auburn, and another victory over Auburn during Coach Howard's tenure with a lot of passing, believe it or not. Coach Howard was known, but a guy named Walker for Clemson had about 147 receiving yards in a win over Auburn, and stood for many years as the Clemson receiving record.
And then here, as of late, unfortunately for us Tiger fans here in Clemson, this has been a series been dominated by the War Eagle.
Well, it has. However, the two teams have only played twice since 1971, so even that you can't say it's recent. But the fact remains that Auburn has won 13 games in a row against Clemson. Last two meetings very close in bowl games. In the Chick-fil-A Bowl, exciting 21-17 game at the end of the '97 season, and of course the only overtime bowl game Clemson's ever played was just a few years ago in the Chick-fil-A Bowl against Auburn.
And for you fans, the Dabo Swinney factor in all of this. Last time that he played at Auburn or coached at Auburn, 1999, Alabama goes to Auburn, wins there for the first time ever, happened to clinch the SEC West Championship, then moved on where they beat Florida in the SEC Championship game, onto a national title. Oh, that things could be so likewise here in 2010. We'll see if it plays out that way. But thanks for being with us here today on ClemsonTigers.com.